Okay, I've got a sphere here. This one is actually quartz. And let's turn on the light. Isn't that cool, huh? Turn the light on when the videos are running. And quartz doesn't form in straight lines. Okay? The things are always curved somehow, and it actually forms in like a spiral, right? So the tetrahedrons, silicon tetrahedrons, form in little chain-like spirals because they're joined at the apices of the tetrahedrons, and they form in kind of a twisty chain, and so you get stuff like this running through the quartz crystal, and this stuff is opal. You can see opal in there. Isn't that cool, huh? I think that's pretty extra special. Wow, huh? But they form together. It's part of a solid solution series, actually, with silicon carbide and diamonds. They all form together in fault lines. All secondary mineralization requires a fault line. And quartz and the associated metals that we look for and mine are all secondary mineralization. Okay, so the big copper mines and gold mines around my area, I live in Arizona, that's what they're doing. They're going out there and looking for volcanic ash. And this stuff forms inside the volcanic ash. Well, that stuff came up out of the ground through fault lines, through big cracks in the ground, primarily during the KT extinction event 70 million years ago. And another 5 million years of planet-wide volcanism 20 to 15 million years ago. So two volcanic periods that were really, really extensive. And that's where the primary mineralization happened during the KT extinction event, and those layers came from volcanic ash, and it was very, very deep, covered the earth, and extinguished life. And then after the radiation cooled down, it did it again. And the mountains that we see around on the earth were pretty much, that's where they come from, is that second round of planet-wide volcanism. And that includes like the Himalayas, because India used to be down by where Madagascar is, and it took off and round into the bottom of Asia and created that big mountain chain. And all kinds of hell broke loose, man. It was a major extinction event, is what we call it, because prior to that, back in what we see as the Cretaceous, there's life. And you can see, fossils and things like that in the layers of rock around the earth, all over, where they've gone up and down and under the ocean and back, and the rock cycle carries them from igneous rocks back to back to sedimentary rocks, and then they get carried under the tectonic plates in the final completion, and they return to being molten rock. That's the rock cycle, and it's happened many times since the planet formed, and we see the results. We see the geologies that look like they've been here forever. Well, they have, just about. They have. Most of it's been here a long time. But it got covered over with 2 5-million-year periods of volcanic ash. And all of our secondary mineralization comes from that. But that's not where all the wealth is.